Welcome, students of English Language and Literature, Code 184, CBSE Class 10, Term 1 syllabus. Today we are going to start chapter number 6, The 100 Dresses 2. I have already uploaded the videos till chapter number 5. So please do see those videos to understand the text better and to score well in your examination. Let's start up. This chapter is in the connection to the last chapter, that is the 100 Dresses 1. That chapter ended where the teacher had uh, had declared the result that Wanda Petronsky had won the drawing contest, and her drawings, that were 100 drawings, were hanging all around the classroom, and the children were enjoying watching them. But this result surprised Peggy and Maddie because they were expecting that Peggy was going to win the contest. Now let us see what happened after it. But before getting into the text, we should know the vocabulary words that are used in the chapter there. The first one is damp and dismal. That means damp means something which is wet, dismal, sad. Forbidding, the place or the thing which is not friendly to you. Right? That is forbidding. Picking on someone, to criticize somebody. When you are going for bullying of somebody, then it is known as you are picking on that person. Then cornucopias, this is the kind of a container. This is the picture I have taken. So this is the kind of the container which is usually used to keep flowers and fruits in them. Then holy, this is a kind of a shrub. It has prickly leaves with white flowers and red berries. It is used for the Christmas decorations. So these words have been used in the text. Let us move on to the next slide, which says that how the story proceeds. Let's go with it. Now, when everybody was watching the dresses which were hanging, the pictures of dresses which were hanging all around the room, the ledge, the windows, the doors, on the walls, everywhere, they were making noise and they were watching them, they were admiring them. And now, when meanwhile, Miss Mason, the teacher, got a letter and she wanted everybody's attention. And she's ordering that everyone please back to the seat. And then, when the shuffling of the feet, as you know, that as you are ordered to do something in the classroom, everybody would be rushing to their seats. There would be noise in the classroom. So, there would be shuffling of feet were there in the classroom. When everyone took their seat, Miss Mason started to speak and she said that I have a letter from Wanda's father and I wanted to read that letter to everyone in the classroom. And Miss Mason was standing there, and everyone went silent because they were expectant that they were expecting that what would be the content of the letter. Now, teacher adjusted her glasses, and she said that she started reading out the letter. It was written by Wanda's father, and it was a matter of great importance. So therefore, everyone went silent and they were listening to Miss Mason. So everyone is sitting silently there. Okay, what was there in the letter? Dear teacher, my Wanda will not come to your school anymore. Fine. So who is speaking? Jane Petronsky. You should know the name of Wanda's father. That is Jane Petronsky. He is writing that my daughter will not come to your school anymore. Jake also. So though Jake is not told to us, but we from the letter we can make out that Jake is brother of Wanda, and he is saying that Jake will also not come. Now we move away to a big city. He's saying that we are shifting to a big city. No more holopolic. What do you understand of the word Pollock? I had told you in the last videos that she was a Polish girl and she was from Poland. So as you know that the children have the habit of some make out some funny names. So might be because of that she was a Polish girl, they're calling her Pollock. They're calling her Pollock. Okay, holler means to speak something loudly, to shout. So her father is saying that nobody is going to shout loudly to my children anymore now because we are moving to big city, and nobody would say that you have a funny name because they find the people living there find the surname Petronsky funny. because there are no funny names in the city. So this was the letter written by Jane Petronsky stating this thing, that we have been moving to a big city because he did not want that his children should suffer from this discrimination on the basis of the place they belong to, and because they have the funny name. Fine. Now the teacher was worried. She was thinking that is there somebody in the classroom who have been teasing her in that way? So see, after reading the letter, she started saying that I'm sure that nobody in this room have done that purposely. I think you have not heard the feelings of Wanda Petronsky because she had unfamiliar name. Fine. She was expecting this thing from the class, and she was saying that I also feel the way that everybody can understand. This is the most unlucky thing. This is the most unfortunate thing, that they have left the school for this reason, and she's feeling unfortunate and even sad. This is unlucky and this is also sad, that somebody is leaving the school for this reason, that people have been teasing them. And she at last said that I want that everybody should think about it, whether it was right or wrong. Now the teacher, after saying this, the thing was over, and now the first period started, and everybody resumed with studies. Medi was trying to concentrate on studies, but she was not able to focus because she thought that she is also somewhere responsible for this thing, that Wanda had left the school. She had a sick feeling. She was feeling bad. She was feeling restless. Though she never enjoyed that Peggy was asking such questions from Wanda, that how many dresses do you have? How many shoes do you have? She did not ask this question. She used to stand there silently. But she cannot say that I am not as bad as Peggy. Because if Peggy has asked this question, I was the one who used to stand next to Peggy. So I am worse than Peggy. Because Peggy did not find it wrong. But I knew that it was wrong. Then also I could not speak up. Can you understand this point, kids? This is very simple. When you are doing something intentionally, that is worse. If you do not know this is wrong and you have been doing something, that thing is bad. But if you know something that this is wrong and then also you are going along with it, that is worse. So therefore she is saying that I am worse. Why? Because when Peggy was asking such questions, she did not know that she has been teasing her, so she is bad. But I knew this thing, that this is bad, and still I was standing next to her, this is worse. So this is my mistake, and she could not concentrate on her studies. And now what she wanted to do, she wanted to find Wanda Petronsky. And she was thinking, might be their family has not shifted yet. Might be they are just about to shift, but might be they are shifting their luggage. Might be they are there in their home only. And she had decided that I would, if Peggy want to come with me to Boggins Heights, I would ask her, because we want to go there and we want to tell her that she has won the contest. And we want to tell her, she wanted to tell her that you are smart and your 100 dresses are beautiful. She wanted to address her, she wanted to meet her, and she wanted to tell her all these things. And she was thinking, if Peggy would agree, then I would also take her to her house, to Boggins Heights. Okay, so now let us see what happened. After that, when the school was dismissed, when the school was over, Peggy herself approached to Medi. Peggy herself approached to Medi. This is Peggy. And with casualness, pretended means she has been pretending, though she is not feeling calm. She has that sick feeling as Medi has. But she is pretending to be casual. She's pretending to be normal, and she's saying, let's go and see if that kid has left town or not. She herself approached and said, I want to visit to her home, and I just want to see that who is this kid? This is Wanda Petronsky. Let's go to her home and let's find out if she has left town or not. Medi had the same idea. She was also thinking the same thing. Now Medi was happy that okay, Peggy has the same idea. Okay. Now the two girls hurried out of the building. They came out of the school building and they're moving towards the street called Boggins Heights. And that place was had forbidding air, not friendly air, because they were not familiar of going that place. If you are going to a strange place, you won't have that friendly feeling from that place. You would always find that new place the strange place. And if you're going by the same road you always pass through, you would be feeling more comfortable. So that place had forbidding air for them. and it was the month of November. It was drizzly. Some drizzly means some raining, kind of rain. Okay, it was all damp, all wet, all sad. Everything seemed to be sad there. Fine. And finally, Peggy spoke up. And she's saying that I never called her a foreigner. I never teased her on the basis that she is from Poland. I never called her that Pollock, whatever the written in the letter. I never made fun of her name even. She was saying that whatever was written in the letter, that nobody is going to have fun. Nobody is going to tease with the names. Nobody is going to tease by calling them Pollock. And she's saying I never did this. And I did not know. I never realized that the way I was asking the question, that I was making fun of her. I thought she was dumb. Dumb means she does not know anything. Dumb not only means that the way to a person speak. Dumb means I thought that she's a dumb girl. She does not know anything. But see how beautifully she can draw. Okay, this was done. Let's move on to the next slide. Maddie did not want to say anything, though Peggy was putting her point that I never tease her by calling her that she has a strange name. I did not tease her because of her, because if she belongs from Poland or something like that. Maddie did not want to make any comment there. She just wanted to find Wanda. She wanted to tell her that that they were sorry, that they picked on her, they bullied her, they made fun of her, and she wanted to tell her that she's so wonderful. Fine. She wanted to tell her that you are so wonderful, and she wanted to say that please do not move away, and everybody would be nice on from now. Please do not leave the place. And she also wanted to tell her that she herself and Peggy are going to fight with the people who are not nice to her. So she only wanted to meet her and convince her not to leave the place. She wanted to apologize, and she wanted to say that we both are going to fight against those who are going to tease you. Now they are moving, and they wanted to reach there before dark. They are moving there. I think that's the place where Petronskis live. Mary could guess that this is the place where they live. It was a white house and wisps of old grass. What is the meaning of wisp? The small amount. You can see I have taken the picture. Wisp means the small amount of grass were there. Fine. So wisp of grass was there, here and there, on the pathway to house. Those were looking like thin kittens. The wisp of grass, the small amount of grass, was looking like as if the kittens has been sitting there. Fine. This is the way. Okay. Now, when they looked the house, it reminded them of her dress because it looked shabby but clean. Though it was not very good house, but it was cleaned properly. So they could remind the dress that she used to wear daily. It's sparse little yards. Sparse means less quantity, the small yard they had outside their home. Fine. Okay. There was no sign of life. That means there was nobody. They were knocking at the door formally, but there was no answer. They went to the back gate, backyard. They were knocking at the gate, but there was gate. I'm sorry, there was no answer. Fine. So what happened? Could they meet? Let's find out. Now, well, anyway, Peggy is saying she's gone. I think they have left and they have nothing to do now. Fine. When I was asking her about the dresses, now Peggy wants to take all the credit on her head. She's saying they are out. We cannot do anything. And she's saying, when I was asking that how many dresses do you have, probably she was getting ideas to make new drawings. So somewhere down the line, I am responsible for giving her ideas. And she could not have won the contest if I would not be asking this thing, that how many dresses do you have? So might be my asking these questions were helping her out how to make different drawings. But Medi was not satisfied. She was not feeling well. She was feeling very bad. And that night she could not sleep. She was thinking about Wanda, her blue dress, her house, and she was thinking about the dresses that were hanging in the classroom. She could not sleep. She sat up and she was pressing her forehead. Fine. And it was the hardest thing she had ever done. And now she concluded something. She came to a conclusion. And what was the conclusion? This is important. And she's saying that she was never going to stand by and say nothing again. She wanted to speak to Peggy earlier also, but she could not have the courage to tell her that you were wrong. She was saying that I'm not going to do this again. If I would see somebody's picking on, somebody's bullying someone, because of their funny looks or strange names, I would speak up against that person. Even it meant to lose Peggy's friendship. Earlier, I was worried. Do you remember? Earlier, she was worried that Peggy is the most popular girl in the school and she cannot do anything wrong. She's saying, now onwards, I would not allow anyone to tease anyone. And maybe my friendship with Peggy is broken up. I'm going to speak against. Fine. I would not allow anyone to make unhappy again. Fine. So she had sleepless night because she could not meet Wanda Petronsky. On that Saturday, Medi and Peggy spent that afternoon together. That you know that it was a weekend. They did not need to go to school. They did not go to school that day. So they were writing a letter to Wanda Petronsky, and it was a friendly letter. But I should tell you that this point, this letter, it is asked in the examination that what they did not write in the letter. Okay, so you should be very firm about this thing. That what did they write? That she had won the contest. This is the first thing. First thing, she drew the pretty dresses. This is the second one. Okay, and they wanted to ask, did you like the place you are living now? This is third. And did she like the new teacher? This is fourth. Fine. So these are the fourth point. I just erase it so that it may be clear to you. So what are the points? Contest. First is uh, contest that she had won, pretty dresses. She liked the place they are living. She liked her new teacher. These are the four questions they write about in the letter. And they wanted to say sorry, but they did not write it. But they were writing a friendly letter as if they are writing to their friend. Fine. So, and they in the last they sign with lots of X. That means, for example, when we sing that with lots of love, we put like this so that this shows that this is multiple times I want to say the same thing. And they mailed the letter to the Boggin site and they wrote it, please forward. Please forward means please forward to the new address of them. Now, day passed on, but there was no reply. The letter did not come back. Maybe Wanda has not got it. They wanted to live in that illusion. Maybe she was so hurt that she did not want to reply back. Maybe she was so angry. I'm sorry, but they did not want to blame. They did not want to blame her because somewhere they were wrong. They had teased her. She was never wrong to them. So what we have learned that Wanda Petronsky's father has written a letter that they have left the school because they did not, he did not want that his children to be teased with the name called Pollock or because they have funny names. Now Maddie has a sick feeling. She wants to apologize to Wanda Petronsky. Peggy had the same feeling, though she was not showing it. They had been to her place, but they could not find her. They came back. Mehdi could not sleep the complete night. And Saturday, they wrote a letter, a friendly letter, and they included some of the important things there that you should definitely learn because it would be definitely asked in MCQ. So this is I have done. I would be taking the next part of the same chapter in the next video. Stay connected, stay tuned. Thank you, kids.